Hey there, I'm Mark from Spectrum Pulse, and today we finally have from Sampha Lahai. Going back to when I covered Sampha's debut album in 2017, I'm not exactly happy with that review. I think it was pretty obvious to everyone that I was struggling to really connect with all the critical acclaim for the sound that just was not hitting me as strongly at the time, be it in his warbling delivery or the off-kilter experimental production. What surprises me is that I thought I was way more negative on that project and got a worse backlash than I actually did, which is good because in the 6 years since, I've become a lot more accustomed to his style of delivery, and I've mostly warmed to that album. I don't think it's great, but it spoke to a unique and tremendous talent that I can appreciate a decent bit more. Hey, sometimes art takes a while to grow on you, or for you to grow towards it. Now, what I was curious about this time is that, especially in R&B and neo-soul, a lot of folks have borrowed from Sampha's formula, and now since we've got a follow-up years later, I was really damn curious to see where this will all go. And honestly, I think it was worth the wait, because this is a really damn good album, albeit a difficult one to fully grasp. It has the feel of drifting through halls of hazy mirrors, where you're often surrounded by glassy, rough edges, and there's the feeling there's more people, but ultimately it's still very much locked on the personal narrative, where Sampha himself has described the project as impressionistic, and yeah, fair assessment. Now you can tell that Sampha is in a better, more stable place compared to Process in 2017, likely spurred on by the birth of his daughter. But I couldn't escape the feeling that this could very well fit as a pandemic project as well, in the lonely yearning for community, and where time itself seems to lose all meaning as images and memories flit across one's mind, where the drifting existential crisis is brought home to the reality of trying to give for the people that matter most in his life. But that's also juxtaposed with how his art is the mechanism of presenting all of this, where the question of his own self-improvement for his art merely being just atomized for his own interest. And more than once you can feel him trying to buck out and break out of this silo of self-focus. Kind of ironic, because as a performer, he's improved considerably in terms of his flow, his pipes, and just the dexterity behind the mic, and that only comes through working on yourself. Now that does mean the album's flow is more organic this time, but has an odd relationship with momentum. It's a little bit more fragmented, and with the feel that more of these songs hold together in the meditative context of the album than maybe isolated on their own. The brighter melodic tones and more robust organic atmosphere does a lot to hold my attention, even if the hooks are a little less immediate and the arc of the project feels a little abortive. I really think it could have used a stronger ending in the compositions, even if lyrically it does make sense. But a big part of why I'm a lot more impressed overall this time are how the grooves just feel more balanced and developed against all the fluttery keys, the chirpy synths, and the strings, embracing sharper, textured drum and bass, which just feels a lot more well supported and balanced on cuts like the gorgeous Spirit 2.0, the careening weirdness of Suspended, the rich choral vocals that are welling up over Jonathan L. Seagull and Evidenced, and probably the closest thing to a crossover single with the horns and the trap-inflected only. And as a whole, okay, while like all pandemic projects, I wonder how well this will age, especially as far removed as it is from 2020. And there are a couple issues that I can't quite look past, but there's a lot more that I really like this time. And for a pretty challenging R&B and soul project, I think it was worth the wait. Really damn good. Check this out, give it a shot. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to see more reviews, please be sure to like, share, drop some comments, and subscribe. I know that I was a lot harsher on Sampha 6.5 years ago. I'm curious where those fans, how you sit with this one now, given that there is a slight shift in terms of overall tone and production. Beyond that, though, if you guys want to get projects on my schedule that's already overloaded but getting better, link to my Patreon's right over there. And as always, I'm Mark. You're watching Spectrum Pulse, and I'll see you next time.